Hey guys, Dylan from Noble Records coming at you with another video. Just to do some recent finds, some things I've been finding and listening to and enjoying. It's hard for me to come up with all these creative ideas for videos, but I think that you guys like seeing records, so I'll just show you what I've been into. This is a stack of records that I've recently found that I've been into, listening to, so maybe you'll enjoy seeing some of these. This first one's a really rare one, Road Rock, Neil Young, Friends and Relatives. This is a really cool record, early 2000s. I think this was released in 2000, actually. But I love this album. It's a live record. It's all electric stuff, really good. But when I was a kid, when I was in high school, I had this math teacher who was awesome. And he saw me wearing like Nirvana, and Led Zeppelin, and all these shirts. And a lot of the kids weren't into that type of thing. He was like super big music head. And so he would burn me all these CDs. And I'd never heard this, and he burned me a CD of it. And I loved it. I kept it in my car all the time. And now I saw it on vinyl. I was like, holy moly. So someone brought it in the shop, and I had to take it home because I'd never seen it on vinyl before. It's one of those things I didn't really think to look for it on vinyl because it's one of those things I just assumed it was CD only. But yeah, I love Neil Young, and I'd like to get most of his catalog. One big one I'm missing is Ragged Glory, the original U.S. press. So that's one I had a long time ago, but ended up selling. But this is a really good, like side one's just Cowgirl in the Sand for 18 minutes. And it's awesome if you like that type of thing. I mean, if you're a Neil Young fan, that's a really good record. You guys may know I've been sticking my toes into the punk world a little bit. It's not something that I gravitate to. Definitely has been seasons where I found punk records and I've listened to them and enjoyed them and kind of passed them along because I'm like, well, it's not my thing right now. But lately, like when I did the Attic dig, I found some punk records that I really, really liked and ended up keeping. Because you don't really find them that much around here. I would imagine it's different in like LA or something, but around here in North Carolina, punk records don't turn up very much. And so when they do, it's kind of a special thing. But I've been listening to this podcast called No Dogs in Space. Really good podcast. A lot of really good information on there. But it's about the history of punk. It's Marcus Parks and his wife, Carolina Hidalgo. Really, I mean, if you're into podcasts, it's a great one. So someone commented and recommended that I'll check it out. I think a couple people did. And so the first 3 episodes are about the Stooges, and you guys know I love the Stooges. Stooges are such a good link between like psychedelic and hard rock and punk. It's just just perfect link between those two things. And so I think that if you can see something in the right light that you're comfortable with, it can ease you into it a little bit more. But anyways, that's a really good podcast. So after I listened to those 3 episodes about the Stooges, I mean, I could not stop listening to it. It was so good. They had more episodes about like the Misfits and the Slits and the Damned and the Ramones, and I listened to all those, loved them. And so I've been trying to build up my Misfits collection. I really have been enjoying listening to the Misfits. And so I had a copy of Earth AD when I bought that metal collection back in December, and I regret I sold it because it's an original U.S. press. But a friend of mine, I told him I was looking for some Misfits, and so he said he could spare this one. This one's Wolf's Blood. Shout out to Vinyl Richie. If you don't subscribe to him, check him out. He shows a lot of punk vinyl, and he just did a video about his Misfits collection, and he had this. Actually, I've never seen another. This is a German pressing with the alternate artwork, but this is the same as Earth AD. It's got the Earth AD artwork on the back. This is original, I believe, 83 German press of the Misfits, Earth AD / Wolf's Blood. And man, this is a killer record. It depends on what you like, but with the Misfits, they're a very interesting band, and knowing the history behind the Misfits and the records and everything, and Danzig is just kind of it kind of adds to the adds to the experience. But it's the type of thing where you either love them or you don't. But yeah, if you like punk vinyl and you like seeing that stuff, check out Vinyl Richie's channel. He's a good dude. But yeah, that's a killer find. I've been wanting to find that for a while. I'm gonna show you Earth AD, that is. I'm gonna show you a few again from my Attic dig and talk a little bit more about them. So this was the first time I went digging at the dude's house, and I found a few really good ones. First one being this Easter Everywhere. I know I spoke about it briefly when I found it, but this is a record I've been looking for a really long time. So it was, you know, the Psychedelic Sounds of 13 Floor Elevators was the one I've been looking for the longest. And this is kind of the second one. After I got into that record, I started listening to this one. A lot of people prefer this one, but this is an original stereo press. And, man, I couldn't believe that I saw that sitting up there. I was just shocked. And, yeah, the thing is, like, you know, a record like this, you really, a lot of times think, I'm going to have to buy that online or be in the right place at the right time at a record shop. But to find it, like, up in this, like, loft with no AC, like, digging through records, hadn't been touched in 30 years, you know. To find it like that is that's really finding it out in the wild. And I love when stuff like that happens. But this is a really great record. And it's one that, I don't know if, I've been buying so many records for so long. I see a lot of records. Like, used to, I would be flipping through records and I see like Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon, and my heart would skip a beat. I'd be so excited. Now I buy so many records. It's kind of like, that's kind of the blessing and the curse of it, is that I see so much stuff. I rarely get really excited, but when I saw that, it like made me feel like that again. I was like, oh my gosh, because this is something you never see. Another one in there that I've been looking for a really long time is this, The Remains. I've talked about this a good bit, and if you follow me on Instagram, I posted about it a couple times, but this is a fantastic record. Garage with some serious fuzz guitar, psychedelic leanings to it. Really good. The first time I heard about this was good friend Matt Sands. If you've been watching vinyl community videos for a while, you'll know Matt Sands, but if you don't, go back and watch some of his videos. Him and Matt and Sam have been doing videos for years. And actually, they're what got me started making videos, because I started watching their videos. And I only watched their videos for the longest time, and they really got me into it. But they would show all the Psych stuff, and my mind was blown. I'd be sitting there with notebook and pen and writing everything down, and really inspired me to start my own channel. So Matt Sands, I'll put a link to his channel and Vinyl Richie's channel below, so you guys can find some other good content. But they talked a lot about really good early, like, beginner Psych and good stuff. But anyways, he found this record for like $30, and I was just blown away. It's just like, I don't know, $250 record maybe. I don't know. I haven't checked in a while. But this is a white label promo, and it's pretty clean, you know. So this was a really, one of my best finds ever. That one and 13th Floor Elevation. And then this one, this was a blind buy for me. I had no idea what this was. The guy I got it from, he said, I listened to it once and hated it and put it back in, so it's only been listened to once. This is Victor Perrino's Kingdom Come. And Discogs is wrong. Newsflash. Sometimes Discogs is wrong. I know that it's most of our Bible, you know. People look on Discogs and, you know, they count it as gospel, but, you know, Discogs is wrong sometimes. And someone posted the second pressing as the first pressing on Discogs. So if you don't go on Discogs and find this, it's a different pressing. But this is the original, legitimate first pressing. Only someone, like, now, I will say thank you to anyone who commented information. A lot of people commented a lot of really good information about this album, because I said, if you have any information, let me know. So Victor Perrino, his Kingdom Come, he was in Arthur Brown's Kingdom Come before that. And somehow he got rights to the name, or just used it without asking. I don't know. But Victor Perrino was the first person to use a drum machine on a record. It was Arthur Brown's Kingdom Come that he used it on. But it was on this record, this is 1975, and it's like killer prog and synth and stuff. I mean, he plays theremin, he plays Moog synthesizers, he plays all that stuff. But then you hear like a drum machine, like this drum machine breakdown. It's just different. You know, it's ahead of its time, but it's just, when you hear it, you're like, that's kind of out of place, but it's really good. You know, so that's what makes this record really unique and special. Only 150 copies, original copies made. So this sucker's rare. This is one of those I'm going to hang on to for a while and listen to and enjoy. But if something happens and I need some cash and a rainy day comes along, I may get rid of it. But this is a serious record. So that's another mega find for me this year. This is one a friend brought to me. This is Ainsley Dunbar Retaliation remains to be heard. This is a tough record to find. You know Ainsley Dunbar, and this is an original UK. But yeah, this is a tough one to find. I mean, mostly blues rock. I love blues rock. Some people kind of rag on it a little bit. But, you know, when it comes to Psych stuff, I don't like Psych pop as much. I like just the killer guitar stuff, and I like early hard rock a lot too. But if it's just like pop Psych and then Sunshine Pop, I don't like that stuff as much. Some of it I do, but most of it I don't. This is a really good record. Got some great guitar stuff on it. I need to get going on this video. I'm taking too long. Oh man, this is one. Shoot. This came in a collection a few weeks ago, and I'm faced with a very difficult decision of whether I should keep it or not. All right, I've made my decision. I'm keeping it. But I have another. I'll just get to it. Ride the Lightning Metallica. Now, when I see an early Metallica Ride the Lightning like this, I get excited because there's that very slim possibility. There's Omega Force. Mega Force before Elektra. Super rare. I found this, and this is another one. My heart skipped a beat. I was like, dear Lord. You know, I have an early Vertigo press. I think it's like a Japanese or French. I can't remember. But that's been my press. It's super clean. This was pretty clean. The jacket's got a couple flaws, but the vinyl's pretty clean on this one. So this is a killer find. It's got that original silver Metallica. Yeah, this is a serious find. So I am really excited about that one.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you, Siri. Sorry about that, guys. She's a little jealous. All right, this is another one. This is the Novels. That Did It is the name of the record. I found one of these at a thrift store for like 50 cents. And if you are a deep diver into my videos, this is one of my earliest videos I did. Found this at a thrift store, I think for 50 cents or $1, I can't remember. But I found one that was still sealed. And someone had seen that video and they offered me like $250 for it or something. And I was like, sure, you know. And I didn't even listen to it. But I was like, I've always been like, man, I wish I'd gotten a chance to listen to that. And I've listened to it online since. And it's a really strong record. This one's a little bit in the same vein as The Remains. You know, early garage-ish Psych with some really good guitar runs in it. This one kind of surprised me when I listened to it. I was like, man. I mean, the cover looks psychedelic, you know. But a friend of mine was selling some stuff on Instagram and posted this. And I was able to slide in there and get it. But this is a really great record. Just look at this guy's face. He's like, listen to me. That's going to be a thumbnail right there. All right, a couple more. These walked into the shop last week. It was one of those things, you guys, if you watch my live video, you know, last week was a rough week. The shop, we had a unruly customer that kept harassing us, and long story, but it got to where we had to file a police report, and it was a bad week. But anyways, right after all that happened, it was had some really good stuff sold in the shop, and you know that always eases the pain. But one that I've been wanting for a long time. Last week I was thinking, man, I haven't seen one of these in a long time. I really wish one would walk into the shop. Big Lizard in My Backyard, the Dead Milkmen. You guys, if you know, my first collection buy, I bought like 7,000 records. It was killer. I didn't even know how good it was, but way back in the day. And I saw this record and I pulled it. I was like, I gotta listen to this. Look at this. This is insane artwork. And I listened to it and I was just like confused because the music was okay, but like it was just silly, you know. But it made me feel good, and that's what music's about, you know. And so I kept it for the longest time, and eventually sold it. But I've been looking for a copy ever since, and they don't really pop up that often. So to see one and finally get to grab a copy, that was sweet. And then this one, like the box of records this came in made absolutely no sense. It was that and a bunch of like Van Hagar and like junk. Like I mean, not junk. I'm not saying Van Hagar's junk. But it is. Anyways, it was a bunch of like Judy Collins and like, you know, nothing great. And then this, Sea Shanties High Tide. I've been looking for this for years. It's a promo copy, super clean. I was like, what are these two records doing in this box? It just did not fit, but I wasn't complaining. Was super excited to find this. I have a reissue of this, which actually I looked up the reissues actually been going for a lot lately. But this is just really good hard Psych. I mean, great guitars, great stuff. This is a fantastic record. Mind-blowing stuff. And I'll show you the gatefold. It's a killer artwork, man. I mean, if you haven't heard this album, check it out. It's smoking. You guys remember months ago was able to snag this Grail, and I know you guys have been getting on me. Here's the deal. Let me just I'm taking a little more time with this video. I hope that's all right with you guys. Let's talk about the word Grail a little bit. I looked it up in the dictionary because I'm a nerd. Grail doesn't mean the Holy Grail. It doesn't mean like somebody's like, there's only supposed to be one Grail. Somebody commented, and no offense to you if you commented this, I'm just making farce here. Somebody commented, somebody should have told all the knights at the round table that there were so many grails floating around. You know, I know the word grail gets overused, but if you look in the dictionary, I'll try to remember from just my brain. But the first part is the grail with the, you know, the cup Jesus drank out of at the Last Supper. The second part of the meaning is something that you have been searching for a long time, something that you've been looking for, pretty much. And that's what a grail is, just something you've been looking for. A grail could be a Britney Spears record, if that's what you've been looking for, or a grail could be, you know, a Pee Wee Herman record, whatever. But to me, this is a grail. This Flash, the Moving Sidewalks, this is an original press. Unbelievable find. I found this is, you guys already know about this one. I found this one earlier. A friend of mine owns a shop here locally, well, like a couple hours away. And he found this and I was able to get it from him. But anyways, that is, you guys know Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top's band before ZZ Top. This one is the American Blues Do Their Thing, which is the other half of ZZ Top doing their thing. And it's very much in the same vein as that. Killer psychedelic blues rock from Texas. If you like the Moving Sidewalks and you like early ZZ Top, so American Blues Do Their Thing, it'll put you in a trance. It's a good record. It's tough to find. It's on Uni. It's a grail find. It's not quite as grail-tastic as the Flash's Moving Sidewalks, but it's close. It's really good. Shout out to Bo, Earhead Six. We did a little swippity swap trade. And he hooked me up with this, the Underground set. This is a Italian psychedelic group. And I was pleasantly surprised by this. Bo sent me some options for trade. I'd never heard of this. But I saw the cover and I was like, I gotta have that for sure. It's the original UK press. This is the original Italian presses, I think, are on, it's like a yellow cover, but similar artwork. But anyways, really strong, good psychedelic stuff here. Really like this record. Underground set. I think you can find it to listen to online. I think. See what I got. Just really quick, show you this one. This is Grateful Dead. Super disc. Terrapin Station. You guys know I'm a deadhead. I'm going to do... you guys have petitioned enough and told me enough that I need to do my Grateful Dead video. So I'm going to do all this is Grateful Dead. All that. So, you do my Grateful Dead video and show you guys some of my Dead stuff. You know, this is just a Black Sabbath, self-titled, no big deal. White label promo, nothing, no, you know, no big deal. Bobby Hughes, Memories. I haven't talked about this in a video yet. I found this record, like right before all this stuff happened. You know what I'm talking about. 2020 exploded. And, this, as soon as I pulled it out, I could just tell it was special. There's something about it, you know. You get that, and sometimes you're wrong, But like for me, it's like 9 times out of 10. If I pull something out and say this is money right here, I know it. Usually right. And this, like, I took it out, and that label just, I had to listen to it. So I put it on. first track or two, just country rock a little bit, nothing special, but got into it. And there's a song called The Snake, and I think Lodi's the other one, but it's like country funk, and it is killer. I mean, dynamite stuff. This is a really rare record. It's worth a lot of money. I mean, it's worth like $100, maybe more. But in the shrink, near mint condition. But this was recorded at Fame Studios. This is a really cool record. It's just as I've listened to it a few times now, even the like country rock stuff, I really have started to like. There's some good quality to the music. You know, Fame Studios stuff is always really good. But this is a great record, and it's really cool. This one, I'll go ahead and let you know I'm gonna pronounce this wrong. I showed this one on my live videos, and someone said, "You're butchering it. You're butchering it." Sorry, I do that. Tir Nanog. I try to say it in a Tir Nanog. That doesn't make it sound better. That just makes me sound dumb. But this is a really good Irish folk record. I've been looking for it for a long time. Sound Strange is a great YouTube channel. He shows like classical and like a bunch of just interesting stuff, Irish stuff. And he showed this a while back, and I was like, that looks really cool. And I started listening to it, and I really, really like it. So this is a great record. I've been looking for it for a long time, and it popped up. Somebody was selling it on Instagram, and I was like, I got to get that. So it's not super expensive. It's just kind of tough to find. So same guy was selling this. This is Lost and Found. This is on the International Artists, same as 13-Volt Elevators and all that stuff. Really great record, psychedelic record. This one's not as hard to find or as expensive as a lot of the other international artist stuff, but this is a really great record. Listed this a few times since I got it, and I really like it. And then last one I got here. Wow, I blazed through the stack. Smokestack Records, Hank. Holla at you. Hank's a good buddy of mine. He lives in Tennessee, Knoxville, not too far. And he is a big Link Ray fan. So I had an extra autographed Link Ray record, and I knew he was the guy for it. When you get something special like that, it's important that it goes to the right guy. To me, I would rather it go to a buddy of mine who really wants it, who's going to really cherish it, than to some chump on eBay who's just going to flip it. So, or something, you know. So I wanted to go to Hank. And so me and Hanky did some trading, some swappage. And I got a couple things from, I got a Lollipop Shop reissue and something else, I think. And then I got this. Albert King, Born Under a Bad Sign, original stacks. I've been looking for this one seriously since I was like 15. It was I don't know why. Like I think other people have more luck with it, but excuse me, certain records for me, like I can just not find out in the wild. I don't know what it is, but I'd never seen one out in the wild before. And Hank had an extra, so he sent me this, and it's a really good seminal early blues record. So those are some of the ones I've been finding here lately. I mean, the video I thought would go way longer. I could show you some more stuff if you really want me to show you some more stuff. Oh, I didn't know I still had that. Jeez Louise. Oh, man. Ooh, where's the stack of records coming from? Ooh, let me show this one. This one needs to be shown. Wow. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Okay. All right. So what happened here is... oh, yeah. Oh, boy. What happened here is I have a little box of records that I carry around with me, like a little briefcase. And I carry it to work with me when I work in the shop, so I have stuff to listen to while I'm there. And occasionally, the box will get really full, and I'll have to dump it, you know, and I just dumped it right here, I guess. And so this is some stuff I found. This one is Mel Brown, the Wizard. Holy crap. Mel Brown is a good middle ground. This is a, oh yeah, should I mention that it's a mono promo copy? And it's like freaking stone cold mint. Mel Brown is a good mix between blues and jazz. Phenomenal player, guitar player. Incredible stuff. I love Mel Brown so much. Some of his records on Impulse sound a little flat. This one doesn't. This one sounds really good. But the music is there. It's really good. I got one called like Bigfoot Barefooted Woman or something. And it sounds a little bit rough. Just the sound quality is really flat on it. But a couple of his other ones sound really good. I shouldn't say that. I think it's just that one I'm talking about. But this one sounds really good. It's not just the guitar. The composition of the whole record is just dynamite stuff. That's a really good one. I forgot I had found that one. Good Lord. This is one buddy of mine brought in the shop to trade. Sonny Terry on the road. This is a Folkways, like an original Folkways. Really cool Folkways jacket. This is like double whammy for me because I love Folkways and I love blues. And the Folkways blues stuff hits me in the sweet spot, guys. Hits me in the sweet spot. This is Brownie Mcgee Sings the Blues, another original Folkways thing. And a lot of these have like booklets in them. This one doesn't. It's going to make a fool out of me. Yeah, it does. So it's got a little booklet, Blues by Brownie Mcgee. Good Lord. It's got all the lyrics and stuff on it. But yeah, I love Folkways stuff, man, because it's about not only, it's basically like this music is important. And in that time, because if you don't know, Folkways is owned by Smithsonian Museum. And at that time, someone who owned a label was like, this music's so important. It should be preserved and spread, and it's educational. It's not just good. It doesn't just make you feel good, but it's educational and kind of important. So this is another one I can't believe I forgot I had. This is a Pink Floyd bootleg. It's called Sapporo Dream. This is an Uninvited Mole bootleg. I don't know if you've ever seen those before, but they're highly collectible and pretty rare and fun. So that's a really great one. Sound quality is pretty good, but it's just, I think they only made 100 of these. So I've been after this one for a while. I missed out on it when it initially came out. So this is the thing I'll close with here is this Black Rainbows is a really good, it's a UK, I believe, label. The heavy Psych sounds. The Riding Easy records that I always talk about, this is like their UK equivalent, like same type of stuff. But some really killer bands on this label. Black Rainbows is really, really good. Hard rock, great guitar, a little doomy, right at my alley. This one is maybe my favorite. Look how insane this colored wax is. It's so green I can't even take it. This is like greener than Nickelodeon slime. Look at it. Look how green that is. Oh man, you could do some killer green screen stuff with this. I'm gonna try that. And then this one, this is Cosmic Ritual Super Trip. It's a really good, strong record too. Thank y'all for sitting through this and watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope this has made your day better. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button, watch some of my other videos, and follow me on Instagram. Keep up with me. I like surrounding myself with like-minded people. This is a long video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It wasn't too unscripted for you. We'll see you.